I've been working out, so I just hucked him in the water. I said, swim for it, it's right over there. And I had lots of supplies on there for him. He actually was set up. And he started swimming for it. I was real happy to see him go. Until I saw a shark eat him. So, you know, there is that. Hi everyone, I'm Moody Boo, and I am back with, you asked for it, a top 5 video. I did that survey, and I'm still doing it. I'm still running it. I'm going to keep it going for a while. I should add another category, though, and put other, so that you guys can make some suggestions. I wish I'd have done that. Didn't think about it till just now. So if you do have suggestions, please just feel free to put below in the comments and let me know. And if it's something I can do that sounds good, then I will do it, and I will give you credit or attempt to, but you got to make sure I do. This is my top 5 favorite luxury perfumes. Now, just to refresh your memory on my scale, inexpensive perfumes are under $100. Mid-range perfumes are under $200. Expensive perfumes are under $300, and luxury perfumes are over $300. So that's kind of my personal scale. What I go by when I make these videos. So, all right, well, I have 5, but I do have an honorable mention because this one was $2.95, and with shipping it was, no, it was free shipping, I'm pretty sure, but it was so close, and I consider this house a luxury house, so I added it as an honorable mention. And the house is Kriegler, and this is Lovely Patchouli, 55. Now there's a night patchouli, which I think focuses more on the base notes or something. I don't know. I haven't smelled it because I am, man, this is gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. Now Kriegler perfumes you can only get on Kriegler's website that I'm aware of. So they're based out of New York, but they're really good. They send samples. Their prices are crazy, high, expensive, but their perfumes are really quality. Now, there haven't been a lot of Krieglers that I am as in love with. In fact, there's only one that I'm as crazy about as Lovely Patchouli, and that's Established Cognac. So, but Lovely Patchouli, this is the classic, not the night, is amber and musk and patchouli and red fruits and vanilla and leather and bergamot. And I almost think the red fruits are apple. I really do. I think it's a red apple, a sweet red apple is kind of the fruit that I'm getting. This is, it may be my favorite patchouli perfume of all time. It may be. I don't know. I may have to do a battle of the patchoulis. And you guys, you know, the battles are really low down on the list. But kind of the reason I do the battles is to figure out what my top 5 or top 10 are. I have enough in my collection now that it's almost a matter of just whatever perfume, the last perfume I wore in that category is my favorite. And I really want to know what my favorite in each category is so that I can create a desert island list. And because, you know, which ones am I going to save if a fire happens or a zombie apocalypse? I think Betty and I were talking about that, or maybe it was Taigi Girl. Am I saying that right? Taigi Girl? Taigi Girl? I am so sucky at figuring out how to pronounce people's names. Anyway, this is all about the patchouli, the amber, the red fruits, and the vanilla to me. The leather is there in the dry down, but I don't get the musk, but I do get a hint of the leather, and it just adds this hide note, this animalicness to it, but not a lot. And it's a real clean leather. It's not a real, you know, fresh off the back of an animal kind of a leather. This is, it's been cured, it's been treated and potentially put in the interior of some luxury car. I don't know. But the leather, I think, is really subtle overall. It's all sweet patchouli. It's almost a gourmandy patchouli, I think, because of the red fruits, which I interpret as red apple. Lovely, lovely patchouli. It's aptly named. And like I said, it's $5 under the luxury line, so I had to put it in because Kriegler really is. This is the 50 ml. This is like the cheapest they sell, are the 50 ml of certain perfumes. Some of them are more, a lot more. So, you know, $500–600 range, especially if you get into the 100 mls. But when I'm out of this one, I probably will pop for 100 ml. It's like $4.20 or something like that. Oh. Performance on this is incredible. Now, I have worn this in warmer weather, and it's done wonderfully. It didn't bloom. In fact, more of the leather, I think, came out in the hot weather than it did when I usually wear it in the fall and winter, where it stays more of that gourmandy kind of a patchouli. In the hotter weather, it does get a little earthier, but it still stays pretty sweet. It didn't bloom. Like I said, performance on this is really good. Well, pretty good. For a patchouli perfume, not outstanding. It's like 8 hours is what I get with it, with 2 sprays. Super unisex. Oh my God, I'd love to smell this on a man, but no frickin' way am I giving this up at all for anybody but me. This is a desert island perfume. This one is. Yes. I've loved this for years, thanks to Tom Barber. He turned me on to this one, and he turned me on to Established Cognac, and he turned me on to Kriegler overall as a house. So I should do a review, perfume, or I should do a video on my favorite gone but not forgotten YouTube reviewers. I'm also thinking about starting another channel. Because my husband wants to participate with me, but he doesn't want to ruin my perfume channel. I said that wouldn't happen, but he had that chemical burn in his nose, so he can't really help me with reviewing perfumes or anything. So I'm kind of thinking about it, and it's going to be more just BS chit-chat kind of stuff, maybe an occasional review on something other than perfume. But I have a lot to say. And I don't want to just say it here because you all get pretty bored. It's like, okay, the perfume review didn't start until 8 minutes 42 seconds into the video, and that pisses me off. Oh well, you better look somewhere else then. Anyway, lovely patchouli, my honorable mention. Adore it, love it. It will be in my collection forever. Desert island perfume, totally unisex, good performance. Year-round, but mostly cool weather. Fabulous, wonderful, incredible perfume. Let's get to the list. So I don't usually do this, but a couple of people have requested it, so I'm going to do it for this list. And I am going to put them in order from number 5, my least favorite, up to the number 1, which is my most favorite. And that one is going to hurt because 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 are fabulous and honorable mention. Okay, so my number 5, I adore it. I absolutely adore it. It is actually, I think, the most expensive, maybe not, it's close. It might be the most expensive one, and that's Cosmos Flower by Clive Christian. I love this. And this is by far the best performer out of any of them in the entire list. This is one spray. I made the mistake of spraying twice, and it was like, wow, I'm off to the cosmos now, and I smell like flowers. It's lovely, lovely perfume. This is cacao pod and plum and orange and ylang ylang and caramel and osmanthus and some boozy notes, some violet, some white florals, some benzoin, some green apple, some amber, leather, little pepper. This is a decadent floral to me, a gourmand flower. Oh, it's beautiful. I was stunned. I got a sample pack with the two, I can't remember what the other one that came with Cosmos Flower was. Anyway, I thought I was going to love that one and not this one. So I didn't even try Cosmos Flower for like a week after I got the sample set because I was so convinced I was going to love the other one. And Cosmos Flower has flower in it. It's like, yeah, I'm not really a flower person. But I wasn't into the other one. I tried it and tried it and tried it, and it just didn't do anything for me. I just forgot about it. And then I found the other one. I found the sample pack, and I was like, oh yeah, there's this one. And went crazy. I went completely crazy for it. And I still am. And the performance is outstanding. One spray, 12 hours for me on skin. It's sweet, it's gourmand, has a hint of boozy, it's floral without being a white floral. It's romantic. I think this is very formal. I think Lovely Patchouli is also formal, but it has some frivolity to it. This one doesn't as much. Even though it is sweet, it smells so incredibly well done that I can only see it in formal settings. Oh, it's amazing. Very unisex, even though it's Cosmos Flower, it's exceptionally unisex. But again, no, stand with me. Year round, but I wouldn't recommend it in the summer. I did wear it in the summer in warmer weather, and it blooms big time. So I only wear this in cool months, period. Next. The next one really surprised me when I saw the notes, how much I loved it. I did get a sample of this first, did I? Was this the one? I think I did. Yes, I did get a sample of this before I tried it. And and it came in a sample set too. I believe it was this one, Dubai Indigo by Bond Number 9, and then the Dubai Ruby, I want to say, and I didn't like that one. I like this one. It's got the blue glass. Can you see me? I love this bottle, except for it's tippy, you know. But anyway, this is lychee, which I love. And I think lychee is another name for rambutan. They call that rambutan in Hawaii, or it's so similar that, you know, you can interchange them. Peach. What? Peony, and there's some white florals and some bergamot and musk and amber and oud and oak moss. But this is like the super sophisticated, classy big brother to Coney Island, in my opinion. And I know Coney Island is a kimchi fragrance and people love it and they hate it. But this one, all the edges are rounded off. And the fruits and the florals and all of the notes are so incredibly well blended with this one. Coney Island, they're not as well blended. But it, to me, is more of a, like a margarita mix kind of a perfume. This is not. Oh, this is much warmer. I do get boozy from it, though. It's got a hint of sweet, but it's also very fresh, and it's got some tart to it. It's earthy, it's warm, and yet refreshing. I wear this and feel invigorated. I will wear it during the day, one spray, because it is a performer. Another 10 to 12 hour with 1 or 2 sprays for me with this one, Indigo. And I will wear it during the day with 1 spray. I will wear it at night with a couple of sprays. Now, it doesn't really make as much of a statement as Lovely Patchouli and Cosmos Flower if you were going to go out and party with them, because those two are really good, I think, for going out and having a good time. Cosmos Flower is for much more formal, fun occasions, whereas Lovely Patchouli much more informal or formal occasions. It could be, it's a little more versatile that way. This one smells to me like formal, but I think you could wear it clubbing very easily. Clubbing, you know what I mean. Going out having fun with friends in casual situations at night while partying. That's specific. Yes, absolutely. I think it is a subtle statement maker. I don't think it'll, you know, make you stand out. It's not so niche or anything that it's going to repel anybody. This is an attractor kind of a perfume, in my opinion. I mean, I smell somebody wearing this, I'm like, follow my nose, follow the yellow brick nose, I'm off. I mean, if I find a scent that I like out in the community, I follow it until I find it. Oh, I just love it. I just love it. Very unisex. Did I say that already? Year round. Did I say that already? All right, and that is in the number 4 position. Number 3. This should be no surprise to anybody. Armani Privé Bleu Lazuli. It's still, when I smell this, I still go back in time to, you know, partying in that church or with friends. Another place. Oh, I don't know if I want to say this, but it's really going to creep some people out. Oh, this so reminds me. Yeah, I don't know if I should tell this story, but I'm gonna. Not only of partying in that old church, you know, with the band, but my punk rock friends and I in high school, one of them had access to or knew how to get into this old, it was in this old building, like in almost an old brownstone or something, in this very central but kind of seedy part of town. It was like a funeral home, but it was a very, very old one and very gothic on the inside. Lots of bricks, and I mean, it just lent itself, the building lent itself to housing a lot of coffins. So we would go play Marco Polo in the dark because we couldn't turn on any lights or we'd get caught. And we might have had some fungi on our pizza that night that we picked ourselves. So that might have added to the idea of what we were doing that night. But we'd go play Marco Polo and hide in coffins, and then whoever had to come find us. I know, crazy, right? See, I've been this weird all my life. I'm not doing anything. In fact, I'm taming things down for you guys. That's what I'm thinking of doing this other channel so that I don't have to filter myself as much. So anyway, this Bleu Lazuli is tobacco and vanilla and plum and honey and mate and cardamom and osmanthus and sandalwood and some citrus and some white floral. But it's all about, for me, the tobacco, the vanilla, the plum, the honey. I'm not sure about the mate, but those top 4 are the tobacco, the plum, the vanilla, and the honey. Of course, this is a desert island perfume. Come on. In fact, every one of the perfumes on this list, including the honorable mention, are desert island perfumes. I did upgrade. Oh, thank heavens. I went and found an island that plenty of room for me and all of my desert island perfumes, and there was just one guy living on it. And I was like, well, that doesn't make any sense. My island, my old island, is perfect size for him just to hang out on, and that way I can have his island for all of my beauties. So I talked to him about it, and he wasn't real receptive to the idea. So I've been working out, so I just hucked him in the water. I said, swim for it, it's right over there. And I had lots of supplies on there for him. He actually was set up. And he started swimming for it. I was real happy to see him go. Until I saw a shark eat him. So, you know, there is that. What can you do? Anyway, this is my favorite. Gorgeous. Love it. It will be in a battle of the tobaccos because there are some tobacco perfumes that I am wacko about. I thought this was my favorite, but now I'm not so sure. So I am going to do a battle. And like I said, I do the battles in order to be able to make a top 5 or a top 10 or a desert island or whatever. Kind of a list for you guys. So, all right, top 2. Ooh. Ew. All right, in the number 2 spot. I really, really thought it was going to be in the number 1. Oh, man. I keep going back and forth because I love both of these so much. But I wanted to make a decision. Now, next week, you ask me the same question, which is in the number 1 spot. I may change my mind. That is the risk you take, forcing me to do a top 5 and put them in order. It could change next week with the top 2 or 3. They could interchange. So, anyway, now I've gone back and forth again. Oh, shit. I changed my mind again. Okay, I'm just going to stick with this. Number 2 spot is Fragrance du Bois Orange, Oud Orange Intense. And 5 seconds ago, it was in the number 1. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Oh, Oud Orange Intense is just fruits, vanilla, coconut, oud, and musk. This is one of those perfumes that deserves the hype. I know there's a lot of hype out there, and it totally deserves it. It's wonderful. It's all fruits, vanilla. It's everything that just said there. And I'm not sure that Fragrantica is accurate. There may be many more notes on there than what they have listed, but I'm going with that. And I think all 5 of those notes are easily detected. It doesn't have a big... It doesn't have a big trajectory, but you mainly get the fruits, the coconut, and the vanilla at first. And then in the dry down, you get some of the oud and the musk. But I don't get a lot of musk. I get more of the oud, and it's a warm oud. Slightly tart, but it's warm. It's a rich oud. It's not sour. It's not fecal. Now I'm changing my mind again. Oh my God. So good. Really good performer. I usually do 2 sprays with this though, and I've got a big decant of this as well. I'd say about 10 hours I get out of it. Year-round perfume. I haven't had this very long, but I will be wearing it in the winter months. I wore the hell out of it this spring and summer. Well, it was summer when I got it at the beginning of summer, I think. Beginning of summer? Yeah, I think so. And I have worn the crap out of it. I have a big ass decant of it, so totally unisex. It's beautiful. You would think with all the fruits in the coconut that it would be very gourmandy, but I don't think so. And it's not super tropical either. I mean, it's tropical, it's a bit gourmand, it's a bit oudy, it's a bit fruity, it almost has some florals in there. I swear there's some florals in there too. Oh my God. Wow. I love this shit. My decants I keep in my purse. I know, I've got like menopause brain. Twice in the last 3 weeks I forgot to put perfume on when I left for work. Realized it after I got there and I was like, well, good thing I got some Oud Orange Intense in my purse. Oh, I just love it. I just absolutely love it. Again, sometimes you get what you pay for, and sometimes the hype is real. I'm sure you can guess what the number one is. The perfume I had to work the hardest to get. And it's all started with a small decant of Creation E Homme for men. And this is Raja Perfumes Enigma Pour Homme. Or the cologne too. Or Creation E Homme. It's great too. Oh my God. Oh. Oh. Oh man. I mean, seriously. Ask me in a day or two which one is my favorite. And I will be flip-flopping like a flippity flopper. Because they are both outstanding. I kind of did a comparison between the Enigma Pour Homme EDP and the Enigma Pour Homme Cologne and Creation E Pour Homme. I did a comparison video. I'll try to remember to put a link up above to that video in case you're curious. Enigma Pour Homme is boozy notes and vanilla and tobacco and benzoin and ginger. And there's some spices and some white florals and patchouli and a little bit of citrus. But it's boozy, it's got ginger, it's vanilla, it's tobacco. It's exceptionally well blended. It's very unisex. It is an outstanding perfume. I think it is heads and tails above the Enigma Pour Femme, but I haven't tried the Pour Femme in some years, so... Oh, my dog. Oh. He never knows what kind of noises are going to come out of me. He just kind of shakes his head, shrugs his shoulders, and is like, yeah, whatever, Mom. Just feed me my damn dinner and scratch my butt. Anyway, yep. Roger Dove, Enigma, EDP, Pour Homme, or the Cologne, or Creation E Pour Homme are, it's my number one for my luxury perfumes. But I will say it has something to do with it, what I had to go through to get the EDP. So that earned it a little extra into the number one spot. Oh my God, I love it year-round. I think you could wear that year-round. I will be wearing it year-round. I have been wearing it in the warmer months. It's done beautifully. Very unisex. Don't let the Pour Hommes or the Pour Femmes fool you. Try what you love. Try what you want to try. Do you, you know? All right. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ding, 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 ding the bell. If you want, if you don't, it's all good. I still love you. See how I changed it up there a little bit? Yeah. I don't know what that was all about, but you know, I got to make it different. A little bit, make it at least in one key would be nice. All right, everybody, use your own nose. Peace.